Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan Leslie. You're checking out Hip Hop D. Holla. This happens all the time, you know, and that's the beauty of this. It's a platform, and this is nothing new. That's why it's so, you know, I do these interviews, and people talk about this, and I do these interviews, and people ask me questions about this, and I say, this has been happening for decades, or maybe for a full decade. You have to understand, when you buy a plane ticket, I don't care what airline, maybe it's EasyJet, maybe it's, you know, Lufthansa, you know, all, the full spectrum. When you show up at the airport and you have your confirmation number, you expect the airline to know who you are, what you bought, what seat that you're in, and how they can serve you the best. You expect that. And so, since the beginning of the music industry, we haven't had the ability to serve our public the same way that big businesses have the ability to serve their public. And so for me, it's very important. If you've supported my record, if you supported Black Mozart, if you supported any of the concerts, meet and greets, got tickets directly from me, if you've ever supported the MZRT record, if you have my sweatshirt, if you have my t-shirt, my snapback, anything that you've ever done, I want you to stop me in the street, because up to this point, I've never been able to differentiate someone who just wants a picture to put on their social media from someone who's actually supporting me. And so if someone is supporting me, trust me, I could be in the VIP area of a club with maximum security, and someone will come with their phone and say, hey, I'm a renegade. We will let that person, the crowd will open up, the security will let them in, we will take a photograph, and we will have a conversation, because I know that being independent, and I know that digital music, people don't have to pay for it. They don't have to pay for it. So when they do actually take their money, wherever they work, whatever job they're doing, whatever they're doing at school, even if they don't have money because, you know, they're trying to save money for school or whatever, if they pay me for a record, I want to be able to say thank you personally. And so yes, it happens all the time. It happened last night. My WhatsApp is blowing up right now. You know, who knows? Maybe we're going to have a crazy party tonight and just be fans. I don't know. You know, maybe it's a club we're going to go to. Whatever the case may be, I like being able to interact with my public, because, like I said, whether it's Lufthansa, whether it's EasyJet, whether it's your bank, whether it's your mobile company, whatever it is, when you call them, they know who you are. And they treat you, because they want your business, they try to treat you the best that they can. And so for me, while I'm doing it by myself, maybe one day I'm gonna have a big team to do it when I have enough people. Right now, I only have maybe 1,500 renegades, which is manageable in Germany, right? So, you know, maybe one day I have enough that I need a staff, and we'll be able to give you the same service as Lufthansa, you know? But until then, I'm managing it, and those stories happen to me every single day. Yeah, what I do for 50 or Talib or Jasmine Villegas or anybody else that's using the platform, or even Out for Fame, right? What I'm doing is maybe not really even doing that much for 50, right? Because he's such a big artist. But what we're doing is we're creating a once-in-a-lifetime experience for supporters of 50 to actually receive a thank you directly from an artist that they support. And I would challenge you, if you're watching this interview, I'll make you a challenge. Have you ever bought a 50 Cent album? Did you ever receive a text message from 50 Cent that said, thank you for buying my album? If you get his record directly from his website, you will receive a text message from 50 Cent that says thank you, because he actually cares. And so, you know, it may take some time. We know that this is groundbreaking for the music industry, because there are so many people that get paid from artists that may or may not want this kind of relationship to exist between an artist and their fans, right? Because when a record label signs an artist, they can almost say that, hey, we paid for these fans. We paid you. So if an artist, if we just look at it, like if we look at it, this is the artist, this is the record label, these are all the fans. The record label, in many ways, says to the artist, we're your number one fan, we gave you 100,000 so you can make your record. Don't be worried about all these fans over here. We paid you so you don't have to worry about them. The issue I have is that the record companies are not even servicing the people that they've quote unquote paid the artist to forget about. So if the record company, I'll ask you again. When you bought the 50 Cent record, did you get a thank you email from Interscope? So for me, I think there's been a lot of fear that exists in the hearts of artists, that they feel like, oh man, this is my chance. And if I don't do this the way that everyone else has done it, maybe I risk not being successful. This interview, if it's my last interview on earth, right? This interview is proof that you can change genres. You can do away with a record company. You can not sell your record through iTunes. You can not put your record on Amazon and Google Play. You can not have your record on the radio. You can not have your music video on TV, and you can still be relevant and significant enough that Hip Hop DE wants to sit down and do an interview with you. And you can still be relevant enough that even if you just have 1,500 fans in Germany who have actually supported your latest project directly from you, you can still reach out to those people and say thank you one by one. And so, as you can see, this is something I'm very passionate about. And I really care about artists. I care about creators because I am one. I have the conversations all the time. So the conversations that other people are going to have with you as a creator, why don't you just do this? Why don't you just do that? Why don't you, this is going to be so much better for business. This is going to be, you're going to get so many more people. Do what you love. And when someone says, well, that's not a good idea, tell them to call me. I think that those conversations they reflect potentially an imbalance between the expectations of what you want to accomplish and the resources and relationships to which you have access. When you can marry those expectations with resources, and this is what happens in the technology world all the time. Trust me, I'm advising startups right now. I've watched two kids or three kids. The founding team was 3 and now it's 2. But I watched my homies, Alon and Tom from Rap Genius, go raise $60 million for Rap Genius. $60 million for Rap Genius. 2 guys that don't rap. 60 million, right? So that means that if you have a great idea, if you have great expectations, and you have the relationships, and you can connect the dots between relationships and resources, you can raise the money to do whatever you want to do. If you're running around just saying, yo, I just need money. I need money to do whatever I want to do because I'm an awesome creator. I respect that, because I love Ye and I understand the passion behind what he says. The difference with me is that I know how much money I need specifically to accomplish something, and then I can go have a very specific conversation with an investor, with a promoter, with even a group of supporters. I could go to them and say, you know what? Yeah, you want an R&B album? I would like to do one. Right now, I'm very busy because I have all of these other things that I'm doing. But if you want me to stop what I'm doing and go make you an R&B album, this is how much it will cost because I will have to turn my back on all of this. But if you guys really want it, I'll do it if you show me that you want it to be done. And then there's a specific number. And if that number is reached, I will put this on hold because I'm true to my word to go and make this for the people who want it to be made, right? And so I think that right now, yeah, there's all kinds of things I want to do, but I think that one of the most important virtues of being just a human, right, is patience, having patience, right? I know sometimes you might go to the club, right? You see some girl or something, you say, oh my gosh, man, I just feel this incredible chemistry with this girl. And man, I just know it's gonna be awesome if we get together and make love. Patience, my friend, patience, right? Because it's not necessarily gonna happen that night, right? But if you put the time in, you show that there's a level of respect, you explore the chemistry and everything, 9 times out of 10, and trust me, 9 times out of 10, that chemistry and that passion, when it's finally consummated, it becomes an unforgettable experience, And so for me, whether it's music, whether it's performing in a stadium, whether it's creating this grid and this platform where fans and artists can actually support one another and serve one another better, because we do need more fans that serve artists that are underrepresented. So it's not just about us, it's about the people who actually want to serve us as well with your support. I think that with all of these lofty ambitions, it just takes patience, and I'm building it. I'm building it one fan at a time, and I have the patience. And as long as I have life and strength, and they say that if I can live for another 35 years, I might be able to live forever. I mean, this is what technology is telling us. So, I want to make sure that I'm building a relationship with fans, that if I have to live for 1,000 years, I can play concerts for 1,000 years, And the way that it's currently set up, it's just so far from being able to support that kind of concept. But what we're building at Disruptive Multimedia, what we're building, with Black Phoenix Enterprises, which is my music arm, what we're building with the Renegades Music Club, and the history that we're making. Like I said, if I die before I wake, I know that my last words, the last record I made, No Prisoners, even though everybody else saying, well, you should have done people want to I Choose You again. People want to hear these melodies. They want to hear the synths again. I know the last record I made is exactly what I wanted to say to the world before I died, which is why I go on stage even before No Prisoners is even recorded. I'm on stage performing it because it's something I really want to say to everybody. We're taking no prisoners. Bulletproof your windows. It means, honestly, we're coming for everybody. I'm coming for everybody. And I don't care, whether that's, the kings of rap, the titans of music, the most incredible live entertainers, the best filmmakers, the best video directors. I want to build a team. I want to build a legion. I want to build a movement of young creators that say, fuck everything you used to, we on that new. I believe it. I mean it from the depths of my heart. Some people look at that video, right? The new video. I looked at the comments, read them on Facebook and everything. Does he really mean that? Is that really him? Like, does he really mean, the gold grill and the gold chains and all the all white and the Tesla? Like, the Tesla's not even like a super luxury car. Like that car is only like $160,000. I say, well, you know what? The Tesla's different from all those other luxury cars because it allows us to live longer. The gas emissions are lower. You buy an electric car one time, you never pay for gas again. The energy that is used to charge the car is solar powered, sustainable energy. So when I say Tesla versus Isuzu, I could have been saying Tesla versus Lamborghini. It just so happened that Isuzu rhymes with new, So honestly, like I said, I mean and believe every single thing I'm saying. And, if you have any further questions, just hit me directly.